The story begins in the year 1990. On a quiet street, three young men sit inside a parked car. One of them is named Terry, a small-time gangster. The second is Carrie, and the third is his close friend. All three are staring at a large, isolated house. This house belongs to Dr. Huggins and his wife. The couple is old, rich, and lives alone. To the three men, this house looks like an easy target. Carrie's mother once worked here. Because of this, Carrie knows the inside of the house very well. One day, while visiting, Carrie saw a large metal locker in the basement. From that moment, greed entered his mind. He became obsessed. He believed that a huge treasure was hidden inside that locker. When Carrie told Terry about it, Terry immediately became interested. They decided to rob the house, but they needed experience. That is why they invited Terry, a man known for robbery and crime. For Terry, this job looked simple. He had done worse before. They already knew something important. Every Friday night, Dr. Huggins and his wife went out for dinner, and today was Friday. So they waited. The car they were using did not belong to them. It belonged to a girl named Mary, a friend of Carrie. Mary needed her car to go to work. She came to take it back. At the same moment, Dr. Huggins and his wife left the house. Mary already knew about the robbery plan. She tried to stop Carrie. She warned him. She begged him. But greed had blinded him. Carrie ignored her. He entered the house with Terry and the third friend. They took the car keys inside with them. So Mary was forced to stay outside. Inside the house, the three men began collecting expensive items. Paintings, jewelry, electronics. While searching rooms, they entered a child's bedroom. It belonged to Dr. Huggins' daughter. She had died years ago. But the room time was running out. Dr. Huggins could return any minute. Panic started building. Then Terry suggested something dangerous. He said, "Let them come back. We will force them to give us the code." Carrie agreed. They decided to wait. Carrie went outside and convinced Mary to come inside the house. He told her it was safer. While they were talking, Dr. Huggins and his wife returned home. The moment they stepped inside, the three men attacked them. They were pushed to the floor, tied with ropes. Mary was standing there. Dr. Huggins recognized her immediately. This was a small town. He knew every family. He recognized Carrie. He recognized Terry. Only the gangster remained unknown. They searched Dr. Huggins' pockets, took credit cards, cash. While talking, Terry accidentally said the gangster's name out loud. Now Dr. Huggins knew all three. They dragged the old couple to the basement. They stood them in front of the locker. They demanded the code. Dr. Huggins looked at them calmly and said, "There is no locker in this house." They didn't believe him. They forced him closer. They threatened him, but he stayed silent. Mary felt sick. She couldn't handle it anymore. She tried to leave the house. The gangster followed her. Outside, he discovered the truth. Mary was trying to call the police. He became furious. He grabbed her, threatened her, but strangely, he did not kill her. He let her go back inside. Mary's screams echoed through the house. Dr. Huggins looked at Carrie and said, "This man is dangerous. You were not like this before." He begged them to leave. He offered forgiveness. Carrie hesitated, but greed won again. Then something terrifying happened. The gangster ordered Carrie to cut off Dr. Huggins did not scream. He did not beg. He only stared at the blood-covered floor. His wife was crying in pain. But even then, Dr. Huggins refused to speak. The gangster lost his patience. He raised his weapon. He threatened to kill her. Mary couldn't take it anymore. She stepped forward and tried to stop them. That moment changed everything. Carrie suddenly realized something was wrong. If money was so important, why would Dr. Huggins let his wife suffer like this? What kind of secret was hidden inside that locker? Carrie's curiosity became dangerous. He turned toward the gangster. He attacked him. A brutal fight exploded inside the basement. Punches, shouting, blood. Terry stood frozen. He did not help anyone. The gangster pulled out a knife. In one fast movement, he stabbed Carrie in the stomach. Carrie collapsed to the ground, screaming in pain, blood pouring out. The gangster turned back to Dr. Huggins. Now Dr. Huggins was scared, not for the money, but for himself. He finally spoke. He gave them a code. The gangster entered it. The locker did not open. The code was fake. The gangster became insane with anger. He walked toward Dr. Huggins' wife. He raised the knife. Mary acted fast. She grabbed a hammer from the floor. She hit the gangster on the head. Once, twice. Blood started flowing. The gangster collapsed. He died on the spot. The basement became silent again. Carrie was still alive, barely breathing. Mary cried. She begged Dr. Huggins to save him. They carried Carrie to the operating room. Dr. Huggins removed the knife. He stopped the bleeding, but his face showed no emotion. He ordered everyone to leave the room. He said an ambulance was coming. Outside, Mary waited nervously. Terry sat beside her. He tried to comfort her. He told her she reminded him of his lost sister. Mary became angry. She blamed Terry. All this happened because of the locker, because of greed, because of lies. Mary went back inside to check on Carrie. Dr. Huggins stopped her, but she forced the door open. Carrie was lying still, not moving. Dr. Huggins said it was medicine, but Mary felt something was wrong. She tried calling an ambulance. Dr. Huggins went to make the call. Mary checked Carrie's pulse. There was nothing. Carrie was dead. Mary's heart dropped. She looked around and noticed something shocking. The phone wires were cut. There was no ambulance. There was no help. It was all a lie. Mary walked out slowly. Her fear turned into terror. She saw Dr. Huggins' wife injecting Terry's leg. Terry screamed in pain. His leg slowly became numb. Mary tried opening the front door. It was locked. Every door was locked. They were trapped. Dr. Huggins' wife suddenly attacked Mary. She slapped her. She screamed her dead daughter's name. She called Mary by that name. Dr. Huggins pulled his wife away. He told Mary that his wife had memory problems, that she was sick. But Mary now understood the truth. These people were not victims. They were monsters. Later, they sat together for tea. Mary refused to drink. Dr. Huggins showed her a notebook. Inside were photos of missing girls, one after another. Dozens of faces. And then Mary saw her sister's photo. Her hands started shaking. Her sister was here. She was taken by these people. Mary demanded to leave. Dr. Huggins locked her inside a closet. He went upstairs with his wife. But his wife wanted punishment. She wanted revenge. Dr. Huggins agreed. Gas was released inside the house. Mary started feeling dizzy. She struggled to breathe. She managed to steal Dr. Huggins' wife's gas mask. She wore it. Dr. Huggins' wife tried to inject her. At the same time, Dr. Huggins dragged Terry away. Mary locked the woman inside a room. Dr. Huggins tried to save his wife. He cut his finger in the process, but he managed to remove Mary's mask. Mary screamed. She demanded the house keys and Terry in exchange for his wife. Dr. Huggins had no choice. He agreed. Mary took Terry. They ran toward the garage, believing they were finally free. But freedom was only an illusion. Mary pushed the garage door open. Cold night air rushed inside. For the first time, hope touched her heart. Terry was limping beside her. His leg was still weak. They reached the car. Mary tried starting the engine. Her hands were shaking. Suddenly, footsteps echoed behind them. Mary turned around. Dr. Huggins and his wife were standing there. Both of them were smiling. Not scared, not tired, smiling. Mary felt something was terribly wrong. Before she could react, Terry raised the gun. He pointed it at Mary. Her eyes widened. Her voice broke. She whispered, "Why?" Terry's face was empty. He said they promised him something. They promised to reunite him with her sister. Mary froze. Her heart shattered. She realized the truth. Terry was never on her side. He was using her. A loud gunshot echoed. Mary fell to the ground. Blood spread across the garage floor. Her eyes slowly closed. Dr. Huggins and his wife stood silently. Then, the real secret was revealed. After their daughter died, they lost their minds. They started kidnapping girls, trying to replace their daughter. But none of them felt right, so they killed them, one by one. When they found Mary's sister, they liked her. She reminded them of their daughter. They kept her alive. They promised Terry he could meet her in return. He agreed to help them. He helped plan the robbery. He helped bring Mary to the house. He betrayed everyone. 1 week later, Terry's mother came looking for him. She knocked on their door. She asked where Terry was. Dr. Huggins calmly said, "He left town." She believed them. But that night, we see Dr. Huggins and his wife in their backyard, digging a deep hole. They drop a body inside. It was Terry. They killed him. Because he lied. Because he became greedy. Because he knew too much. The final truth was even darker. Mary's sister was already dead. They killed her long ago. Not because she escaped. Not because she fought. But because they became addicted. Addicted to killing. Addicted to control. Addicted to pain. The house returned to silence. No police. No justice. Only shadows. Only blood. Only madness. And inside the basement, the lockers still remained closed, untouched, unopened, hiding secrets that were never meant to be found. The camera slowly fades to black. A final message appears. Some doors are better left closed.